Hello, friends. Welcome back to Super Real Human. It has been a hot second, and I thought it was high time that I come on and talk to you about what has been going on in life and in business. And it has been all great, wonderful, exciting things. And I am feeling the pull to get back into a little bit of a routine. So today, let's talk about it. Let me give you the dish on what's been happening here in Super Real Human slash LillaBlu slash Mara's world. Um, all right, so let's back it up a little bit. It this past year, school year's over. Woohoo. This past year was my youngest daughter's senior year. So anybody who has a kid who has been through senior year of high school understands that it's a lot. It's just a lot. So, that sort of has been the baseline this year. Let's just layer on the fact that it's my youngest. And as a single mom, things are going to get a lot quieter around here. And that's a big shift for me. Okay, so let's layer on top of that that I run my own business. So I spend a lot of quality time with myself as it is. So there's sort of all of those questions that jump into your head, like, "Oh my god, what are you gonna do?" Everyone asks me, "Are you ready to be an empty nester? What are you gonna do now that, the kids are gone? And how are you gonna spend your time? Like, no more sporting events to go to and, you know, all of the things." So we're gonna talk about that in a later episode because I have a lot of friends who have been through it, including Darren. He's also been through it. And I think that's a whole episode in and of itself. So right now we're going to focus on where have I been for the last couple of months. So senior year, right? The end of senior year has a lot of things. It's got the last prom, it's got college applications and process and acceptance and decisions and visits and yada yada yada. Um and so we got through that, and I will say that my youngest was phenomenal in handling the process. I mean, oh man, she handled it with such grace. It's such grace, and it was not an easy process for her. Um, Not because of anything she did or didn't do, just some surrounding life circumstances really made her process a little bit more challenging than it needed to be, or that I or she would have wanted it to be. But man, grace and resilience, that kid is pretty freaking amazing. I'm super lucky. Both of my daughters are phenomenal humans, and I'm so proud of them and who they are as humans. Yeah, their accomplishments are great, but I'm super proud of how hard they work and the chances they take and the dreams they chase, all of that. But really, the humans that they have become really makes me most proud as a mama. Our world needs them and needs more humans like them. Okay, so senior year, great. Check the boxes, right? Like she is off to the University of Vermont next year. And it is the perfect place for her. She's super excited, and I'm so excited for her and happy for this next phase in her journey. And as we're all shifting and transitioning here into new phases of life, I have been doing a lot more in my business. So I have talked many a time in the past about working on your business, working in your business, right? As a business owner, especially as a solopreneur, two very different things. And they take up different kinds of energy and effort and time. So for me, I haven't been working as much on my business because I've been really busy and loving working in my business. So that has looked a little bit different over the last year, really, but significantly over the last 6 months. I have been working with my clients who I've been working with for a long time now. Actually, my 3 big clients are all sort of long term. So 1 year, year and a half, and the entire time I've been in business. So like 10 and a half years. So we're in a rhythm, we're in a flow, and it's great. But the nature of my work has taken on a different spin, and it has actually made things better for all of my clients, right? So I have um, all three of my clients right now are bigger clients, right? They are a nonprofit, they are a data archiving software company, and a credit union. And I have been in the capacity of a fractional CMO at the last one for some time now. And for me and the way I work, it is a beautiful thing. First of all, I love it. I love being on site. Um, I love being in sync with a team and an organization and really getting to help manage and lead and grow and develop a team. That stuff is awesome. That makes the strategy side of my brain like loves it. Super happy. And then my other clients are in more of a coaching, implementing, um, let's do this side by side sort of situation, but less of a fractional CMO role. And I don't know about you, but I think one of the things that makes me happiest about being a business owner and sort of doing things the way I do them is that I get to do different things. I get to operate differently, um, depending on who my clients are and what their needs are. And that lights me up, right? I like variety. I really like variety. I don't think that I could do the same sort of thing every single day. But the way I combine the different areas of my marketing world and the way I sort of combine the strategy and the coaching side of things really enhances the work I do all the time. So while I'm doing some of the same things, the nature of the work is different every day. The flexibility is there, the freedom is there, the creativity is there, the geeky strategy side is there in all of the things. But there's this balance, right? So there is this balance in the way that I have set up the way I do my business. So I get to enjoy all of the things that make my brain and my soul really, really happy. And that's pretty freaking awesome if you ask me. You know, looking back, I've been in business. LillaBlu, I started 10 and a half years ago. And, you know, on one hand, it seems like just yesterday. On the other, it seems like, my goodness, I've been doing this forever. Did I ever actually have a job working for somebody else? Yes, yes, I did. Lots of them. Um, but looking back at the journey that it's been over this last decade, it has been moving in this direction. It has been working towards my journey has been on its way to this moment and to the way that me and my business now live and operate. And it's absolutely beautiful. And so I'm gonna make this a little like 4-part series, 3 or 4-part series, because I want to dedicate a little bit of time to what each of those types of roles brings to the other and what I bring to the table in that capacity. So what I bring to the table as a CMO and how that actually helps my coaching clients, my small business, my entrepreneurs, my one-on-ones, my mini session clients, right? How does that CMO life and experience and role that I play for some clients help out the other set of clients that I have? And then vice versa. How does my life and role as a coach and that experience over all of these years as a coach in marketing and in business help those clients where I'm their CMO, right? There's a shift there that happens. There is an approach on both sides of this marketing world that are so valuable to the other. And all along, that has been what's made what I do and how I do it unique. And it's just taken me a decade to see it and realize that this is where we've been going all along, folks. And it has been an awesome ride. And I am super happy to be here now and to have that aha moment. So I'm like, oh my God, I can actually share this and talk about why it's so cool and what the benefits are. So for all of you chief marketing officers out there, all of you executive level marketers out there, who feel like maybe something is missing in the way we're doing this because it just feels like Groundhog Day over and over and over again, maybe there's a different approach you can take. Maybe there's a way that we can approach that team building and that cultivation and that strategizing and brainstorming that might liven it up a little bit and bring something new to the table that's exactly what you've been looking for. And then vice versa to my one on one, my solopreneurs, my baby businesses out there. There's something that we can all take from sort of that CMO approach, that very strategic, very organized and outlined and sort of process driven, which just full disclosure, I have rejected for a very long time. But there's something that we can take from that to help build and grow and develop our businesses, our mindful businesses, our heart centered businesses, our service driven businesses a little bit faster and in a way that feels really good and aligned and easier. So we're going to dig into that over this cute little series um, over the next couple of weeks. Well, probably over the next like month or so, right? Because new episodes are going to drop to you every other week. Um, It has not been the case over these last few months. So thank you for still being here. And thank you for joining me on this little journey. And as we dig into it and as we talk about it, as you listen to these episodes, one, go ahead and share it with somebody if it's like, oh, you might actually like this. Number two, would love your feedback, right? What else do you want to know about this dual role? Are you in either a marketing coach role or a chief marketing officer role and something feels like it's missing and you want to know how to bring that up in a really balanced, feel good kind of way, let me know. Ask me your questions. And go ahead and share this episode and the rest of this series if you're like, yeah, I could get behind this. And maybe you could too. All right, guys, it has been so good getting back in front of the microphone. Um, I look forward to the next time we chat. And until then, mwah, take it easy.